Good morning. Good morning. Good morning, everybody. How is your day? It's going to be an amazing week. I love Mondays. So, I was reading a book. I just got done working out, so ignore this. But my husband and I get up in the morning. We usually we read first and then we go work out. This morning was flipped. We worked out real quick. Not quick. We worked out first, and now I'm reading because he's leaving because he has a meeting. That all rhymed. Hey, where are you tuning in from? How is your Monday morning going? And I was going to share something that I was reading. So I read a lot of books. Like we have lots of audiobooks. We've got lots of podcasts we listen to. I've got books all over the house. So depending on what I want to grab to read, I'll read. So I usually grab this in The Pursuit. Not sure if it's backwards, by Dexter Yeager. And I usually skim through it and read a couple pages. It's a really, really, really good book. I love this book, by the way. And this book is super hard to find, just so you know. So it's awesome. Sometimes you can find it on Amazon, but I will tell you, they don't make it anymore. So it's a phenomenal book. If you know of anybody that has it or you find one, you should grab it and read it. But this is what I read this morning. So it says, if you don't have a system for success, you have a system for failure. You could even say, if you fail to plan, you plan to fail, right? And so I thought about so I'm going to say it one more time. If you don't have a system for success, you have a system for failure. If you have a hard time making decisions, you are making a decision to fail. It's really good. So there's a book that I've also read called Atomic Habits by James Clear, I believe his name is. So Atomic Habits. It's the same concept. So he talks about the saying is you don't rise to the level of your goals. So say you set a goal, right? So a lot of you are like, I want X amount of fat loss, or I want to be able to go to the gym 5 days a week. I want to, whatever your goal is, right? What is your goal? Why are you here? What is your why? I would love to know what your goals are, right? So, for example, my husband's goal is to get under 200 pounds. That's awesome, right? And he's been working on it for the last, I kind of want to say 70 days, 60 or 70 days. I think he's down almost 40 pounds. He's at 200 pounds today. He's like, I want to get under. So maybe tomorrow, maybe the next day. He's not obsessed with the scale. That's a completely different story. And his journey is way different than a lot of other people's. It's what works best for him. But you can't just say, hey, I want to get under 200 pounds. That's a goal, right? But if your systems or everything that you're doing doesn't lead to that, how are you going to get to that? So you don't rise to the level of your goal. You fall to the level of your system. And that's in the book Atomic Habits, by the way. What in the world does that look like? So what does your system look like in the morning? I'll give you an example. Mine used to look like, my used to morning would be, my goal was to work out. And this is 4 years ago, okay? I used to think, I'm going to get up and work out. I want to do better. I want to lose the last bit of baby weight. I want to get all of the things done in the morning before my kids wake up, right? That was my goal. My system was, I would set 8 alarm clocks. I didn't have anybody as an accountability partner. I naturally love to sleep in, and I never would wake up. My system was hit the alarm clock, hit the snooze, hit the snooze, hit the snooze, wake up when a kid crawls into bed with me. That was my system. Didn't get anything done in the morning that I wanted to, and then felt behind all day. That system was not going to get me to where my goal that I ultimately wanted. So I would say set your goal, and then you need to figure out what's going to get you there. So, for example, what I do now is we set our alarm clock. I have an accountability partner now. Well, when I first started working out, just so you know, my sister used to come and when I lived in Minnesota, my sister, we stood there, but right now we're in Kentucky. My sister used to come to my house at 5:30 every single morning and pick me up. That was a system because I knew she was coming. That was an accountability partner. She came and I couldn't not get up. That set me on this new pace of getting up in the morning. I would work out and I would come home and read, and then I would feel anchored and great for my day. and able to give everything that I could to my kids, to our team, to everything that needed to get done. My simple question to you is this: what are your goals? And now reverse engineer it and figure out what you need to do to get there. Okay, so if your goal is, I need to get all of this stuff done in the morning, I would feel great before my kids wake up. That means you have to go, I've got to set an alarm clock. I have to get up when it goes off. And then I've got, like, if you look at our house, I mean, it's a house that's lived in, right? So I've got books and notebooks and I've got stuff all over. Not crazy messy. I would love to be more organized. My goal in life is to be more organized. My systems do not match up with that. Like, I'm not naturally an organized person, but I have all the stuff that I need in places that I need it. The girls know, for me and dad and myself, my husband and myself, to be successful in the morning, they need to pick up their toys in the basement. Like, we've already told them that. So if we wake up and the toys are not picked up and they're all over the basement floor, they know we're not very happy, because we're getting up to work out and then to read. So the girls know, and a part of our system is before you go to bed, you go pick up your toys, so that when we wake up in the morning, we don't have to clean up before we work out. That's a system, right? Like, the girls know that. We know, we just have everything set out and in place. So I hope this is making sense. I don't mean to be long-winded, but where are you tuning in from? What are your goals? And this is what I said in the beginning. If you don't have a system for success, you have a system for failure. So if you fail to plan, you plan to fail. What are your goals this week? And how are you going to get there, right? So I'll say it one more time and then I'll let you go. You don't rise to the level of your goals, you fall to the level of your systems. So all you have to do is figure out what you want and backtrack and figure out what it's going to take to get there. And you might have to have somebody help you, and you might have to go, I need an accountability partner. I did. I'm not a person that, well, 4 years ago, I was not a person to get myself out of bed, nor to push myself at the gym. I had to have my sister do it. She was a trainer. She picked me up and she told me what to do. I had to do that for the longest time because I didn't know what to do, how to do it. I didn't want to do it. I knew I had to do it. Same as reading. Like, I'm always asking other people, like, people that I look up to, what are you reading? Where are you learning from? What are your goals? And are you doing those things to get you there? So that's it. I hope you have a super great Monday morning. I need to go fix this face. No, I feel great. I love working out in the morning. I love getting up and reading. I love getting all of these things done, answering your questions, and setting my day up for success before my kids wake up. That's my goal. So I appreciate you all. I would highly think about that all day, what your goals are and how are you going to get there. This is a great book. Go grab it. The book Atomic Habits is awesome, by James Clear. I've read that one multiple times, and so many others. And so I appreciate you all, and I would highly recommend that you write it down, write out your goals, write out your systems, back it up, find yourself an accountability partner. That's what this page can be for. I used to do a video every single day like this in the mornings. And sometimes when you do something for so long, like, people just expect it and they just kind of check out. So I'll probably be doing more morning inspirational videos, or share something that we're reading, or just give you a food for thought. But that's it. So I appreciate you all. Have a great day. I'd love to hear your goals. So I'd love to have you share them below. This could be an accountability step for you. Is what are your goals for the rest of, like, finishing off July but going into August? And what are you going, so, like, tell us what your goals are, but what are you going to do to get there? Share that below. That's all I've got. I'm going to go shower, and we'll have a great day. We'll talk to you soon.